Hello, and it's Sandy here with the full moon rose reading for the end of April 2016. And I'm in a completely different venue today, as you can probably hear from the sound. I'm in the south of France and I am at the beautiful Yobaba Lounge in Chalabre, which is just south of the Pyrenees, and in that whole area of Languedoc and the mysteries of the Magdalene and the Sacred Feminine. Also the land of the Cathars and the mysteries of sacred union, of this place of moving us into the Vesica, into this portal that is really our ascension pathway, the movement from our pure connection with our 3D reality into really being able to anchor this fifth dimensional heart field as a modus operandi in our lives on a daily basis. And that opens up a whole spectrum of higher frequency alignment for us. And this is really powerful times. I've come together here in the south of France with an amazing group of people that are gathering for this retreat that starts this afternoon. So I just wanted to get this reading in before there is a drawing within, a drawing into silence and reflection to birth something new. So without further ado, here are the cards for this reading. So here is Rose card 1, Rose card 2, and Rose card 3. So just be aware of which one of those caught your attention, and see what the energy, the message on the rose is that's come through that particular rose energy. So if you have chosen Rose card 1, here she is. This is Rose Bagua 2. Now Rose Bagua 2 is part of the Rose 4 set, and she is all about that place of our expression in relationship. So what are we calling forward? Are you calling for a change in the dynamic of your relationship? And it's relationships, both personal and intimate relationships, but also in a broader spectrum of your interrelationship with the world. So this rose calls us to look at that aspect of ourselves and how we make connection, how we find that place of weaving our energy with others. And the resource for that is when we take time to really know ourselves and to see the patterns that we perhaps are still running, or be aware of changes that need to be made so that our relationships become more authentic, more transparent, and that have a rootedness in a real sense of heartfelt presence and an honour of the other, the journey of the other, because it's not just about us. We are all on a journey together, and the mirror of our own inner world is in our reflection of our outer landscape. So if you've chosen Rose card 1, what she's calling you to do is to do some reflection around your relationships with the world and relationships with perhaps a sacred other. And is there anything that needs to be addressed here? Is there anything that you need to voice so that there is a new level of truth and a new level of authentic, heartfelt connection that can come forward regardless of what the nature of the relationship is? So this is a very powerful card, very powerful rose. This is actually a rose that came from a place called San Ginesio in Italy, and I was fortunate enough to be working there a few years ago now, and it's on a pilgrimage pathway to Assisi. So the owners of the house that I was working with were aware that it was a refugio, and this beautiful rose was on the outside of the place that I stayed. So she has a very potent voice for us, and yeah, very beautiful rose. If you chose Rose 2, what we have here is Rose Angel 9. Now, Rose Angel 9 is one of the set of 2 rose cards that work on the solar plexus, and she's all about the transformers from betrayal to trust. So what she's asking of you is to look at all those places where trust is an issue for you, and it may be a place in which you're not trusting what you're being given, so you're not trusting your gut feeling about something. Or it may be that you are experiencing the next level of shift in what you're experiencing in your outer world, and recognizing that trust is an absolute key frequency of energy that we need to embody fully in order to step forward. So this rose, when she calls forward, is asking us to explore all of those places where trust and betrayal sit. And betrayal is an interesting energy in the fact that we may experience it outside of ourselves, but where do we betray ourselves? Where do we say we're going to do something and we don't? Where do we as I say, know something, absolutely know deep in our being that there is something that we're being drawn to look at. When I speak with people that they've experienced betrayal by another, usually if they draw the attention back, they actually recognize that there was a knowingness deep within them prior to the external experience that they overrode. And so what she's calling you to do is to look very carefully at anywhere where there's a frisson of, I'm not sure about this, and actually tune in and see where it is in the body and what needs to be attended to. When there's a tightness on the solar plexus, the solar plexus is calling you to drop your attention down in there and go, what do I need to recognize here? Is there just a residual fear pattern that is preventing me from moving forward and moving forward with joy and ease? Or is there something that actually I really do need to pay attention to, and perhaps even to voice the fact that there could be an anxiety about something? And that may be enough for everything to come clear. But here she is. She's Rose Angel 9, and she's calling you. She's calling you deep. Sorry, it's Rose Angel 8. She's calling you deep inside. So Rose Angel 8. And if you chose Rose card 3, here we have Rose Ma 6. Now, Rose Ma 6 says, I am transformer. So what she's calling us to is the essence of the feminine that enables change. The feminine isn't a rigid, isn't a fixed frequency. It's not a fixed energy. Just like the rose, the feminine is ever movable, ever in flux. As most of us as women know, when we start to look at our emotional landscape, it can be tricky to navigate it. But she's saying, this is all about change, and this time is about change. So when we give ourselves the opportunity to step off the wheel, when we take just even a few easy breaths in and out before we act in a habitual manner, then change and transformation can occur for us. So this beautiful rose is a rose that's actually called Fragrant Delight. She's a David Austin rose, for those people that like to know about their roses. But she really can be a way shower and guide. She works in the heart field, and she is about being able to be awesomely okay with transformation and change. And that ultimately this is a benevolent universe and only wants for the highest unfolding of our heartfelt expression. There's always a message in whatever we experience. And if we can allow ourselves to let go of the reins, let go of needing to stay safe or in a habitual pattern, then new and fresh things can come forward for us. So these are exciting times. You know, they've been intense and to a degree have challenged us to let go and to open to the new. And I had a retreat at the Chalice Well last weekend, which was just amazing in its unfolding. And I'm so grateful to the group, a very powerful group of 8 women, and who came to join with me to play and explore the nature of the feminine over that weekend. And I'm hoping I should be able to offer more of those sort of rich experience days as we move forward. And part of my experience of being here in the south of France at this particular time is to anchor the energies and the framework for the retreats that we're offering here in September. So if you're feeling that France is calling you, I do encourage you to look on my website and see the details for our France retreat in Puy-Vert, just behind the castle in Puy-Vert, that I'm offering with my soul sister Fiona Lee, who's an Australian and who is coming to hold space with me and to share the mysteries and the magic of the rose and this particular area of the south of France. So as I step into my own retreat space here, the gift for me in this time, I send you much love and rosy blessings from beautiful France.